Hey, what's up everybody? Roger the Sleep Doctor here talking about what it takes to get a great night's sleep. It's amazing that a lot of people, once I tell them what I do, will say they wish they could get a good night's sleep, let alone a great night's sleep. But actually, there's more to a good night's sleep than just the mattress. There's actually 10 things that I'm going to share with you, very simple things that will make a big difference in how you feel in the morning. Okay? Here we go. All right, number one, how to get a great night's sleep. What is your pre-sleep routine? What I'm talking about is, do you work before you go to bed? Are you on your computer doing spreadsheets or Word documents or business emails, calling people out? What you really need to do is an hour before you go to sleep to get in more of a relaxing mode. That could either mean passively watching TV or reading your favorite book, something to take your mind away from the busyness of the day and wind down. But here's the key. You need to do it for the same length of time, in the same place, with the same lighting, every night before you go to bed. Routine is the key. Number two, how much light do you have in your room? Light can be a real detractor to sleep. That's why they sell blackout curtains. But even if it's dark outside and your better half wants to read with a light on before you go to sleep, get a sleep mask. So light can be a big detractor to sleep. But I mean that not everyone sleeps at night. People that work afternoon shift or midnight shift have to sleep during the daytime. And if the curtains are open or you don't have blackout curtains and light can come in, it can really disrupt your sleep. But a lot of us have spouses that want to read or watch TV before they go to bed. So my recommendation is get a sleep mask. Just like that. See, a sleep mask like this totally blocks out the light. Not only can I not see you, I can't see the light coming in from the window either. The key is you want to block out all light from getting into your eyes or permeating the room in some way, and it will help you to sleep deeper and more undisturbed. Number three, noise. Noise actually is not a bad thing as long as it's consistent. I've heard that you can sleep next to a train track with the train rumbling by all night long and sleep just like a baby. The point is, you need that noise consistently every night and you'll be able to sleep perfectly. So whether it's in dead quiet or there's a train going by outside, it needs to be consistent. The easiest proven one is white noise. It could be a fan, it could be an app on your phone, a gentle breeze, even waves on the ocean. But as long as it's consistent and not a lot of ups and downs, but that steady flow of sound, and you sleep with that same sound every night. And it'll give you the consistency to sleep more soundly without interruption. Number four, you need to go to bed at the same time every night. If you go to bed at 9 p.m. one night and 1 o'clock in the morning the next night, and then 10 p.m. the following night, and then 4 a.m., you get the idea. The point is you need to go to bed at the same time every night. Develop a routine. If you need to get up at a certain time in the morning, you just back it up. You know that you want to get a certain number of hours of sleep. You need to program what time you need to go to bed. And this is not just for old people. I'm talking about healthy, young people. These are the keys to get a great night's sleep. So there's an adage that I want to share with you that I believe is really important, and I've proven that it's true. I've never been a morning person. I used to go to bed at 11 o'clock or midnight, and I would get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and just be dragging around and not feeling good. But actually, I've developed into a morning person. Here's the key. 1 hour of sleep before midnight equals 2 hours of sleep. Meaning that if you usually get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you go to bed at midnight, you get 6 hours sleep. If you go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and you get up at 6, you get 5 hours of sleep. But if you can train yourself to go to bed at 11 p.m., that 1 hour before midnight equals 2 hours of sleep. So if you get up at 6 o'clock, there's your 8 hours right there. If you have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, if you go to bed at 11, 1 hour before midnight is worth 2 hours of sleep. You have 7 hours of sleep, and it really works. So for me, one of my goals right now, personally, is I want to get up at 5 o'clock every morning because that's when my freshest thinking is. So that means I need to be in bed by 10 p.m. If I'm in bed by 10 p.m., that's 2 hours before midnight, which equals 4 hours of sleep, and I get up at 5 o'clock, that means I've got 9 hours of sleep. Do you know that most of the time I wake up before the alarm? What? I never used to do that. The alarm would ring and it was too far away to hit the snooze button, by the way, for those of you snooze button sleepers, but it was always hard getting up. I've always been like that. And since I've been going to bed 1 hour or 2 hours before midnight, which equals 2 to 4 hours extra sleep, I actually wake up before the alarm. It's an amazing feeling. For me, 5 o'clock in the morning is perfect. I come down, I can make my coffee, I can do my morning routine then, and I think the most clear in the morning. And it really sets up for a great day. So, you get the point. A lot of people have a problem putting themselves to bed. Well, I'll watch TV for a little longer, or let me play on my phone or the video game a little longer. Most people just have a hard time putting themselves to sleep. But sleep is so important to the quality of your life. Remember, sleep, exercise, and food. Don't lecture me. The point is good sleep is part of the traditional triad of good health. So there you go. Number 5, what temperature should your room be? Most of you know that you don't sleep good when you're hot. I remember growing up in Michigan in the summers, it would be really hot and we'd have the windows open and I'm trying to sleep and you're sitting there sweating in bed because you didn't have air conditioning and you really didn't get a great night's sleep. You know what the ideal temperature to sleep in? If you could set your room to any temperature, it would be 68 degrees. Ideal temperature for most people. Now, I travel a lot and I'm in rooms with other people that like to sleep cooler than that. I've slept in rooms at 60 degrees, 61 degrees, 62 degrees. If you would, post below and let me know what room temperature you sleep best in. But I've even slept in rooms that were 60 degrees where I was all covered up and it actually helped me to sleep good until I took off the covers and went to go to the bathroom in the morning. It was like, where's my coat? But you get the idea. Number 6, you need the right pillow. I'm not talking about an expensive pillow or a cheap pillow. You just need the right pillow. What is the right pillow for you? Depending on if you're a side stomach or back sleeper, you need a pillow that has either lower loft or higher loft. If you're a big guy and you're a side sleeper, you have more room from your shoulders to your head when you sleep on your side. So you need a bigger pillow. If you're a lady, most likely you have smaller shoulders, and when you sleep on your side, there's less room from your shoulders to your head. It's all about spinal alignment of your neck with your back. What I mean by that is if you have a pillow that's too hard and you're a back sleeper and it pushes up on the back of your head, it'll actually hurt your neck. So I have to tell you this story. Years ago at our store, we got in a Tempur-Pedic pillow that was $400. This thing was really heavy and really substantial, and I thought, you know what, $400 pillow, you should sleep great. So I took it home and I tried it that night. My wife reads, so I put on my sleep mask and I did all the other elements. I laid my head down on that pillow and I thought, oh, this is going to be a great night's sleep. I'm a side sleeper. 80% of people are side sleepers, by the way. I go to sleep and about an hour and a half later, I wake up with the worst neck pain. I mean, it was horrible. What happened was, even though this was a $400 pillow, it wasn't the right pillow for me. It was so thick, it pushed my head up past the proper level and actually hurt the muscles in my neck. I woke up with the biggest headache after an hour and a half of sleep. I just threw the thing across the room. So in other words, you need the right pillow. What pillow do I sleep on? I sleep on the cheapest, flattest, moldable kind of pillow, and it works. Find a pillow that works for you. So a little note about the MyPillow. You know, almost all of you have seen the MyPillow, and a lot of you have tried the MyPillow, and about 60% of people that get them just absolutely love them. MyPillow is a pillow that you can change the shape. The only complaint that I've heard is during the night, as you move around a little bit, it loses the shape that you put it in, and you have to refluff the pillow. Other than that, most people I talk to them love the pillow. Number 7, what size is your bed? I can't believe there are still people sleeping in full-size beds. You know, when 2 people sleep in a full-size bed, you actually have the width of a crib mattress. Seriously, when you have that little width, your bodies are actually pasted together. Some of you like that. My wife doesn't like that, I can tell you. But we normally change positions 40 to 60 times a night. And what happens is, as one person changes positions, it disturbs the other one because you're constantly connected to each other. So the other person does their 40 to 60 times a night. So really 80 to 100 times 120 times a night, you're disturbing each other, and you wake up in the morning and you really don't feel good. When you go from a full to a queen, you add a little bit of separation, additional length too, for you guys that are 5'10" or over, is when you add that little bit of space in between you, there's less partner disturbance and you actually sleep better. Number 8, do you sleep with kids in your bed or animals in your bed? Very common these days. I used to say, I'll never sleep with a dog. You gotta be kidding. Dogs that just do nothing but disturb your sleep. And in most cases, that's the truth. I said I would never sleep with a dog, but my wife had other ideas. I wanna make one last note about alcohol and drugs to helping you getting a good night's sleep. Actually, that's a misnomer. It's not a good night's sleep. Clinically, it's proven that a drug-induced sleep or alcohol-induced sleep is not quality sleep. They actually disrupt your sleep cycle so you don't get the deep therapeutic sleep. Like a lot of people, I drink a couple glasses of wine most nights before bed. But going overboard and getting inundated, taking heavy sleeping medication does not give you a good night's sleep. So with all that, my goal is to help you get a great night's sleep. I will guarantee you that if you implement these things that we've listed, you will sleep better than you ever have. There may be times in your life that you experience a lot of stress, either in your personal relationships or your job at work. I remember there were some times I just wanted to choke somebody at work, and I got home and I was normally a good sleeper, and I would just toss and turn thinking about that person or the incident that happened. But those are rare instances. Once you're subconsciously able to work through that thing, one or at the most 2 nights, you should get back to a regular sleep routine and be able to sleep deeply. It's awesome when you can put yourself to bed at night, hopefully before midnight, and wake up before the alarm goes off. It is an amazing feeling. I hope you try it, and I hope it works. Roger the Sleep Doctor signing out until next time. See ya.